right. And finally, the rule, if you want to know why your kids are so bratty, entitled, and always asking for your credit card, check their Spotify playlists. Because the messages they're hearing are a full 180 from what kids used to hear when they turned on the radio. Sinead O'Connor will be in the in memoriam reel at the Grammys this Sunday, and it would be great if they quoted what she said when she once pulled out of the show in protest. She said, "There is an emphasis in pop music on materialism, and it's not right to give people the message that they can fill their emptiness with material things." How about this year for a new Grammy category? Best song where no one brags about buying a lot of shit.
Ha! It gets better.
Before 1990, there were like 2 songs ever that glorified money. Money, that's what I want.
He's a little wrong on that. Apparently, he didn't listen to 80s
and
rap.
Material Girl.
But close.
Here's a short sampling of some more recent offerings. And that's just the ones that have money in the title. Why does this matter? Because nothing molds teenage hearts and minds like music and music culture. This is true across generations. When you turn 12, you're done with your parents and start getting raised by pop stars.
I wouldn't say Guns N' Roses or Metallica were pop stars back in the day. Or any of the punk bands.
The older people have the money and the power, but kids rule the charts. And the lyrics of your youth are burned into your brain like that time you saw your father getting out of the shower.
Never saw that, but I'm sure it would have sucked. But I totally agree. There are lyrics that bring me back to a point in time easy just by hearing them.
Don't get me on the formula for the radius of a circle, but if you ask me to finish the lyric, all you need is, I'm pretty sure I could come up with love. But if I asked a kid today to finish that lyric, what would they say? I'm not sure, but I know what their heroes say. They say things like, diamonds on my neck, I like boarding jets, but nothing in this world that I like more than checks. And sure, it started in rap, but everybody does it now. Damn, I love the Jag, the jet, and the mansion. Even country music has songs like Rolex on a Redneck. The band Florida Georgia Line has one about how pimpy their truck is. I don't know, but maybe this kind of unbridled lusting for material things is actually the kind of grooming parents should be worried about. We went from, so we don't have a pot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got, to, I want to be a billionaire so fucking bad. Kids blame my generation for ruining the planet, but good luck saving it, kids, if this is what you're always dreaming about. Always hearing a drumbeat that happiness results from getting things that a vast majority don't have. The pop stars of my youth, their message to me was that what made them happy was available to me too. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey.
Fucking boomer.
Yeah. I don't need no money. I've got all the riches, baby.
Oh, wait.
One man can claim.
Are those black
Can't buy me
people?
love. You don't have to worry if you got no money. People.
Oh my God, another black person.
The Monkees sang, "Our good times start and end without $1 to spend."
I thought boomers hated them people.
Do we really need? Kanye says, "Lamborghini Mercy, your chick, she's so thirsty." I'm in that 2-seat Lambo with your girl, she's trying to jerk me. To which the monkey said, it was more of a rhetorical question.
You have to be old and boomer to know that
John
one.
Lennon said, imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. And 10,000 rappers said, we can't and we don't want to. And you know what? You know what? I don't blame them. I get where this comes from. There is a racial element to this. Suburban white hippie kids had the luxury of being anti-materialistic because they were never denied material things in the first place. There's a reason Jimmy Buffett didn't sing about bling. He was already eating a cheeseburger in paradise.
Nice guitar, by the way.
But the history of black people in America is the history of being denied the means and often even the right to buy stuff, including a home in the neighborhood you might want to live in. So when the long denied finally becomes available, there's going to be some flaunting. If you were excluded from luxury and then finally got it, you wouldn't want to shut up about it either. But forever? And not just in rap, everybody does it.
I will point out Carrie Perry is not black.
That's not an answer. And vomiting an inventory of your possessions doesn't make you a poet. And
preach, motherfucker.
And it's been done to death. Aren't you tired of it? I'm old. This shit is old. Get a second idea for a song. Well, actually, there is one. Sadness. Maybe they're connected. Yeah, Spotify actually has data on the types of songs the kids like, and it shows that Gen Z's #1 search last summer was sad. Artists like Billie Eilish and Demi Lovato have pioneered a whole new genre called sad bops. A good beat, you can dance to it, and then you want to slit your throat.
That was already invented.
The good news is I've seen the music industry clean up its act before. Not with sexual assault, they're still doing that. But at least with the message of the music, which for quite a long time was dominated with tearjerkers like slob on my knob, like corn on the cob, and bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and slut, you think I won't choke, no whore. It was ugly, ugly, very sexist and very homophobic. There was Ice-T and Ice Cube, but no Ice Capades.
Yeah, that's being very choosy in a music genre, though.
And we were okay with it until we weren't. And maybe it's time now. It's not to be okay with teaching kids you're only as good as how much stuff you have. All right.
That part is what I agree with.
February 16 and 17, the Hobby Center in Houston, March 2nd, and the plot.
I could walk you around my house and show you all the shit I have. Because I've tried to fill a void. You know, with my mother dying and the fact that I have no friends. I mean, I do have friends now, but not people like I hang out with often. Although Shane, so I get materialism. And I know firsthand it doesn't work. I have tons of shit. I probably have $80,000 worth of shit in my basement that I've bought over the last 4 years with student grants, scholarships, and straight up just spending money. And it don't make you happy. Trust me on that one. What makes you happy is having, like, fulfillment out of life with other people. We were meant to cohabitate life with other people. We're a social species. Hence Facebook and Instagram and fucking YouTube and Snapchat and fucking, I could just go on with it. But no one ever values a person as a person anymore. It's mostly valuing a person for what they have and what they can provide you with. My mom met my dad, and she met him in the hospital. She was studying to be a nurse. She never made it. My dad was a World War II veteran from Germany. And he had gotten in a car accident and became a paraplegic with wounds that didn't heal. He died from staph infection. My mom used to have to dress him every single day, not in clothing. I'm talking about wounds every fucking day. And that man had nothing. And he would drive around in his car with hand controls. I remember this when I was like 3 years old. And go door to door to these businesses in downtown South Bend and lock the doors and be like, if somebody comes up to the window and they're scaring you, honk the horn. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? But I mean, he did that. And we live in a fucking 5,000 square foot house on a lake. But my dad earned that shit. You know? Anyway, I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I'm just saying, possessions don't make you happy. My dad, at his 50th birthday, when he knew he was going to die of staph infection because both of his legs had been amputated at that point and it had traveled into his body, there were over 80 people there that loved my dad profusely. He was a great dude. Funny as fuck. And people loved him. Being social and actually having friends is way more than possessions. That's my point.